games. So he'll move on and we'll get on to some more exciting gymnastics.
Well, Simone Biles waves to the crowd as she comes out ready for the uneven bars final. Yeah, big ask to beat that anyway, 15-1 from Rhys McClenaghan.
Big ask. I'm sure Max can do it, but like he said, you know, you learn from everything. Actually, you learn more from failure than you do from success. And I'm sure Max will come back stronger.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're lining up for bars. There's the lineup.
The first 4 gymnasts may now warm up.
So let's bring in Beth Tweddle, former world bars champion. Beth, you know what these gymnasts are going through, lining up for this. What do we expect to see from the new wave of bar workers that are out at the World Championships this year?
Yeah, it's going to be a really strong bars final. I'm really looking forward to watching Neymar, the Algerian. We've seen lots of videos of her leading into this competition, and the thing that is very special about her bar routine is she does not, if she does every connection, she does not have a single empty swing, and she's on and off that bar within the blink of an eye. So I'm really looking forward to watching her. She scored a 15-2 in the all-around yesterday, so if she can replicate that, she's your new bar world champion.
We're just seeing Charlize Jones here. She took a silver last year on bars, and another dynamic gymnast, really. And just as far as the kind of the releases and catches that you're talking about and those connections, just give our viewers an idea of those big scoring routines and how you can build your score through the routine.
Yeah, so for the routines that are going to be scoring well, it's huge releases, but not just single releases together. They're going to be linking all of these releases together. You're looking for straight arms on the catches, looking for legs locked together in every element, and a big stuck landing on that dismount.
We saw Simone Biles come out. Do you expect her to make a mark in this final? She has qualified. She's qualified 5th, actually, sorry.
Yeah, she can do a clean routine, but there is gymnasts in this final that have got higher difficulty. So if they get all of their connections and do it clean, I would expect them to go above her.
Yeah, we're looking at Ellie Black, who's out again, her second final of the day. She had a good outing on vault. She's looking good and putting all of that experience at 28 years old into a competition today, Beth.
Yeah, definitely, and every world final that you can make, it's a proud moment to be out there competing as part of the top 8 on that piece of apparatus.
Okay, thanks, Beth. We're just reflecting, if we can, on that moment from Rhys McClenaghan retaining his title. Let's just have a look here at the extension, the execution. Chris is just absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, the idea is to swing with as straight a body all the way around as possible, and especially at the front of the swing, he really manages to lift his hips high.
Yeah.
He's always had that beautiful swing right from young.
Well, here he is, the man himself, speaking to Betty Glover.
Rhys, congratulations, you defended your world title. How on earth does that feel?
It feels great. It feels shocking hearing it, similar to the first time I got the world title last year. I can't believe you're saying those words.
I know, it's like you're almost in a little bit of shock, but a fantastic routine. You just make the pommel look so easy.
Yeah, well, that's the task of gymnastics, isn't it? That's all of our jobs here in Antwerp, is to make gymnastics look easy, and it certainly is not.
No, it definitely is not. And the best thing about this as well is that I think that you have got your Olympic spot secured now, so that must be incredibly relieving.
Yeah, I'm breathing a sigh of relief. I think that's maybe what I'm most happy about, is qualifying to the Olympic Games for a second time. That's just, it's incredible. And it's a weight off my shoulders, because who came second? American, and then Jordan guy came 3rd, so I would have had to have medalled to make it to the Olympic Games, and I'm glad I've done that performance today.
What have you learned?
Well, huge congratulations to Rhys McClenaghan for retaining that title. But on we go with the women's uneven bars final. This is Charlize Jones. She's first up, qualified 2nd, and she took silver at last year's World Championships on this piece.
And she's cleanly through this first series of the full pirouette. into the shaps, up to the high bar. You see, this is an extra upstart handstand that she takes, but that's very nice. Full pirouette. Big pike Kachev into the pack salto. The pack is when you go down to the low bar from the high, and there the flight up to the high bar with the half turn. She's got a forward element, and now a big dismount to come. Double front. Oh, and you couldn't ask for a better landing than that. That was as well as I've seen her do this routine in this championships.
Well, what a fantastic performance to start this women's uneven bars final.
From the United States of America, and what a
That was a great routine. This gymnast from America has really impressed me in this competition, picking up the all-round medal. She had a heavy programme, but so precise on those handstands, Christine. A couple of them you thought, oh, she's going to go back down the other way, but really did lock out. And at such great height as she transfer. Generally, the gymnasts, when they swing back there, split the legs, but not Shalise at all. Look at the height there, the straddle Kachev. There, takes the upstart. Stolder into a pike Kachev. That's a big skill. The coach just down there hovering but not needed. The pack salto down to the low bar.
You see, to maximise that, she would have put her feet immediately on
and
the
then
bar
transferred back
and
to the top.
transferred back up, and she did an extra upstart handstand before she put the feet on, which meant she didn't get the bonus for the two difficult moves. Like if there, she was able to immediately put her feet on and fly to the high bar, that would be the bonus marks.
All that with the most phenomenal nails as well. I mean, I couldn't believe that close-up when I just saw.
Yeah.
Well, I was too busy looking at the routine, man.
Well,
I didn't notice.
I literally
I
just
didn't
saw
know you were a
close.
nails man. Are you a
No,
nails
neither
man?
did I until I've just seen them.
But what a dismount, actually. That's a really difficult dismount, the double front. That should score very well.
Absolutely incredible stuff. And is that the one that's going to take the gold?
Well, it's certainly one that's going to have to be beaten.
14.766. It's actually down on a qualification score.
Down on the difficulty, 6-3 rather than 6-4.
Ah, right. Well, there could be. You never know. There might be a little inquiry put in there from Team USA. Kelia Nemor is next up. She took a third at the Paris World Cup earlier this year. 8th in the all-around, but brace yourself for this. As Beth said earlier, this will be something else. Release and connections.
Here we go, first release. Oh, and she missed that first connection, but got the next one. Into the uprise, full turn. Here comes the next Kachev with half turn down to the low bar, back up to the high bar. Super handstand, watch this, stoop full into double straight dismount. So she missed the very first connection, but after that, it was super stuff.
Phenomenal stuff, and that's what you call building the difficulty. She's a little upset because of that first connection that's gone, but what a phenomenal performance for such a young gymnast. She's only 16 years old.
Well, I'm not sure whether she's upset or just tears of elation, because it was a phenomenal performance. And you see about not, you know, taking the extra swing, the upstart. It's very difficult to combine all of those big skills.
Yeah, she won't get a deduction for it, but she just won't get the bonus for linking it.
Look at height there, the Kachev with the half turn, immediately down to the low bar. This is where she gets her feet in to the Stolder, transfers back to the high bar, no free swings. That's got to go into the top spot. I mean, look at the height of that, Christine.
She's massively high, and this is the turn down to the low bar. But this is great. Look, she's still a bit skew-whiff, really, and she manages to get those feet in, ready for the next move.
Well, this could very easily be Algeria's first ever world medal.
Just 16 years of age.
And that's a difficult stoop full into a big dismount. double layout. I mean, most gymnasts take a couple of long swings to get the speed there, don't they, Christine? But she does that from handstand.
Yeah.
Surely that's got to be the #1 routine to beat.
And that's the stoop full is a difficult move, and it going straight into the dismount is big bonus.
Talk about gaining experience in your first senior year of competition to come out here onto the world stage and perform like that. Incredible.
Well, it's been a great championship.
She's gone into the lead. It's a huge score of 15.033. Well, is that unbeatable?
Well, she is the only one who's posted a 15 on bars this championships.
And she was a 10th down from qualification, so it proves how clean it was.
Zhuang Zhaofan of China, another 16-year-old. She was second in the Chinese championships on bars earlier this year.
And a lovely stoop as well into the shap. Good, strong pirouette. Back down to the low bar. She takes the upstart handstand. Oh, but that was a very nice shap. Half turn. Half turn. Into the full turn. Into the pike Jaeger somersault. You have to have that release and recatch the same bar. Up to the dismount, full twisting, double back. Just a step there on landing, but you can see the difference between the two routines we've just watched and how she took the upstart handstand, the extra giant before the dismount.
We're seeing some super work though, aren't we, here in this final?
Fabulous work.
Great display.
The Chinese gymnasts are renowned for great bar workers. Yeah, some really good stuff. I love the intricate invert grip. I mean, that's one of the requirements to use multiple grips, but they do technically probably some of the best gymnasts in the world. Where they've struggled a bit over recent years is the consistency, but they certainly look a lot more consistent in this championships. Christine, would you agree?
Yeah, no, very much so. They've looked much better and much more consistent. Interesting. Look, this is such good technique on this stoop. If you don't put your feet on, it's much more difficult, and the value of the move goes up 0.1 to if you put your feet on. So, and she uses that stoop on nearly every turn.
And you can see there, actually, from this angle, generally when the girls transfer to the top bar, there's a little bit of a leg flicker or separation, but not for this gymnast. It was perfect. I mean, I love the dismount, actually, the way she landed, and I think we can see it here. And she looked about to take a step back, and then tried to disguise it with a little step back to present to the judges. Just see if we can pick it up here. Full twisting double back, and then she takes a step back, and then, oh, I'm going to step and turn. Well, the judges will definitely pick up on that. But lovely bar work.
Zhuang Zhaofan, we hebben haar nooit gezien op een WK, nooit op een wereldbeker. Hier komt de score,
14.766. Good enough for third at the moment.
You got it, Ellie.
So, Nemo leads on 15.033. 14.766, Jones. And then Huang is on 14.766. It's Ellie Black's turn now.
Just a little different technique, uprise. Oh, and that's two very good elements. The uprise into the Kachev. Now the clear with the half turn, the clear Kachev with half turn down to the low bar. Great skills, back up to the high. Good pirouette. Into the shoot from with half turn. Big, powerful dismount. It's not quite as difficult as the most we've seen, but a very good performance there from Ellie.
Well, she's had a busy championships considering she's just back from injury.
Standard of this
But,
bar final is like the
I mean,
gymnastics
it's
is
just
sky high.
fantastic performance we're seeing here. The quality on show. There's a break now as the gymnasts warm up. The second half of the finalists come up.
We will wait for the
So
score
let's bring Beth in if we can. And Beth, a really good addition, isn't it, to have this sort of break in the final so that the gymnasts don't have as long, you know, without a warm-up, so to speak.
The basic elements in gymnastics, but such a critical one, setting her up for the routine.
Hiya, Beth. I don't know if you can hear me there. Are you? Can you hear me in the studio?
Up to the high bar, Maloney. Clear circle into the straddle catch-F. That was the first release. Of course, it's important. One of the special requirements have a flighted element within the routine.
Just as a safety element this time last year to ensure that the gymnasts are safe, giving them the 30-second warm-up each. So, yeah, it's all done with the safety of the gymnasts in mind.
What have you made of that that first section of this final? I mean, Nemo was just looking sensational, wasn't she? And to score over 15, I mean, that's no mean feat on bars.
Absolutely not. I mean, she's the only gymnast to score over 15, and ultimately she's still got more in there. She missed the connection at the beginning, so that lost the difficulty, but it was still a fabulous routine. We've seen at championships leading up to this one, she's almost gone for broke and just gone either way, slightly wrong on the turn, so it was nice to see today her put the whole routine together and sitting at the top of the leaderboard now.
Absolutely. So yes, she is in that gold medal position with the second half of this final still to come. Charlize Jones in second on 14.766, and Huang is in third with a score of 14.766. So we're still just waiting for Ellie Black's score to come in. Ellie qualified joint 8th, so there's actually 9 gymnasts in this final. We'll have more finals tomorrow. More individual apparatus specialists are out, but it's nice to see that Ellie's loving this experience here in Belgium. Simone Biles just warming up as well. Looks a little deflated in the not really the day she was expecting. Had a disappointment on vault.
So we just wait for the score to come in for Ellie Black. Meanwhile, you can enjoy watching the next 5 competitors.
I think she looks a little pensive.
Not usually renowned as a bar worker, Chris. Simone.
No, she's got lots of energy on bars, but she is occasionally a bit untidy as well. You know, if you think the judges deduct for legs apart or feet not completely stretched, then but she's got that power and that energy. So what she loses for being tidy, she gains in amplitude.
So the judges have come up with a 13.8 for Ellie Black. She's in 4th.
Well, I mean, just talking about Simone, I don't think she'll be too disappointed. She's just picked up a silver medal on the vault, adding to the collection.
We have an invitation challenge. It's very simple. If you see yourself on the big screen, you just have to.
I think she might have wanted gold.
Well, yeah.
I think she's got enough.
Right, she's got 21 golds and now 4 silvers. But you know what, I don't think it matters what level you are at, whether you're Simone Biles or, you know, you're somebody at the bottom end of this competition. You're up against yourself all the time, and I think you're disappointed with yourself if you don't do as well as what you think. And
absolutely.
And probably, Christine, you'll probably say the same with Alice. She's probably not bothered where she finishes in the competition, but it's actually in her own performance. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Simone will be disappointed that she didn't manage to land that vault. It's been the big new element that she's come with here, and she'll be disappointed that she didn't manage.
But it's a real celebration that she is back. I mean, you know, it's fantastic to see her here and to see her, you know, celebrating with the rest of the world that she, you know, she is back, and it's the ultimate celebration of movement of what she can do. It's another level. Absolutely.
Well, we see in history every time she competes, when she gets another medal, she's becoming, you know, an even greater ambassador for the sport.
And you know she's back here because she loves it, and that's what she wants to do.
Yeah, 100%.
Not because she hasn't been a world champion before or whatever. She's come back because it's what
Well, the
gives her a buzz.
same as Max.
Yeah.
She's probably gone away and thought, I've got a bit of unfinished business. So it's great to see both the gymnasts back.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool glasses there, actually, Matt. Have you got those? You got a pair of those, didn't you?
Not too bad.
And this is another gymnast, actually, who's had massive injury. We saw her collapse to the floor at the end of her bar routine at the European Championships with a knee injury. So it's absolutely fantastic to see her back so quickly, working on bars.
Laurette Sharpie, 21 years old, from France. She took a third at the European Championships last year. So the judges are ready, the stage is set for this women's uneven bars final to continue. Laurette Sharpie next to go.
You have to hit that handstand, she does. And the pirouette, immediately into the Shap half. Oh, and she just went a bit too early on that full pirouette. She tried to disguise it by doing another half.
What a shame. The support of the crowd, though, will get her back on her feet. Hopefully she's okay.
Well, the strange thing is, once you get on your feet, you've got 30 seconds to remount. But the timer doesn't start until you get on your feet, which is probably why she sat there and sorted her handguards out first.
All comes down to experience.
Yes. Because she mounted there with 10 seconds left. Good. Turn, lovely, Jaeger somersault. That's her forward element. And now the Kachev into the back salto. She did that so well. And the clear with the half turn to the high bar and up. Here comes the dismount. She's winding it up. Double straight. She did very well with that indeed. That was a real shame that she missed that pirouette. You have to try and turn on top of the bar, and the margin for error is minimal.
Well, up until that point, actually, Christine, I thought she was banging the handstand, and that's the thing. The margin for error is absolutely minute, and she really does utilise that clear circle action into the Kachev to initiate the Shap, and a big dismount, the double layout to finish. Yeah, it's a shame she fell off, because actually it would have been a strong score.
At the World Championships.
And what a show these gymnasts are putting on here. It's a packed crowd out in Antwerp.
This was the start of her routine.
And all eyes are on all of the gymnasts. You can see people up into the rafters.
1.5, and she just
Oh, such a shame there. That was so close, because it was directly into the handstand, actually.
Unfortunately.
But she needed to go forwards into the Jaeger somersault, so she couldn't, she really couldn't exit from that.
Little bit of a bent arm there on the catch, so judges will pick up on that.
Immediately into the pack salto.
That's good position there. The pack, you can see her reaching for the bar. Taking the upstart, we've seen, you know, the best gymnast can connect that straight away. So you have to take the upstart where we have an opportunity to pick up a deduction. And a huge big dismount. If you think that Kayla Nemo did the double straight from the handstand, and this is what we're taking, most gymnasts take 2 or 3 long swings to build up momentum. It just proves what a difficult routine she did.
Put it down to experience.
Yeah, and how great her timings are to know exactly where she is.
Allereerste WK-finale hier in Antwerpen.
They're happy. They took the French team medal.
And there's the score of Laurette. 12.9.
12.933 for Laurette Sharpie. 5th for her.
If she had to miss a routine, she's glad it wasn't in team final.
Nemo leads.
Close-up shot van een Nederlandse.
With Naomi Visser next to go. She qualified 7th. No stranger to a world and European final on bars.
And she can link the elements well. Up to a super handstand. Stolder, Kachev with the half turn, down to the low bar. There, the Stolder full turn, immediate. Shap to the high bar. She's taken the extra upstart handstand there, but it's lovely swinging. She's got a beautiful line on the apparatus. So clean, lovely full turn. Double back with full twist. Super technique on everything.
Yeah, so graceful through the air. Her motion, her extension.
Yeah.
You know, pushing for every 10th.
She is a very stylish and elegant gymnast to watch. Everything looks so beautiful. Great extension in the legs, toes pointed. As Christine said, just missed a couple of the direct links on some of the skills there, which obviously will cost her a few tenths.
And she's coached by Vincent Wavers, who is Sani Wavers' father. Sani, who's been a World Olympic champion on the beam and is in the final tomorrow.
Just look at the extension there, the lockout in the handstand. Stolder into the Kachev with half turn, down to the low bar.
And that toe point, look, all the time.
She's like a ballerina on the bars, Chris.
That's very true, Craig. Good description.
For me, that was a little bit wild. It felt like she threw herself to the bottom bar where she could have just done with it a little bit more height, and then she catches square, because if you ain't got the square catch, it's very difficult to get your feet or toes back on to link back up to the top bar.
Hitting the handstand.
Well, great style. Nemo leads on 15.033. Charlize Jones, who was first up, scored 14.766. She's in that second place at the moment. And Juan also 14.766.
Actually, a really nice dismount as well. Knees locked together and very high, actually. Sometimes you see the gymnasts, they will let go a little bit too soon, a little flat, but that was way above the top of the bar. So, great work. Well done.
Well, there'll be 3 gymnasts to go after Naomi.
The Dutch gymnasts are always very good technicians. They don't always have the most difficult work, but they always perform with style and with very correct technique.
14.166, 4th. So the top 3 remain the same. So next on bars is the highest qualifier, the Chinese bars champion.
From the People's Republic of China, Q1.
QQ1.
And this could change the standings. Lovely full turn. Up. Look at that straight front somersault. Super work, stoop in and out. Oh, and she's gone for the combination. Excellent. The stoop full into the Kachev. Down to the low bar with the pack salto. Clean on the turn. This is a big challenge. Full twisting double back. Very big challenge. Oh. That's the 3rd routine we've seen, and it's the first time we've seen her link the pirouette to the Kachev.
That was absolutely superb. Locked together, beautiful flow throughout the whole routine, Craig.
Yeah, I was very impressed with that routine. As you say, Christine, she went for it. She linked the skills in the middle of the routine. The very difficult Jaeger somersault in the straight position. You have to have so much more height above the bar.
I mean, she was sparkling in more ways than one.
And here you can see why.
I do think that straight Jaeger is probably my favourite move on the uneven bars.
Well, and I think the fact that she does it from the inverted grip as well, Christine. Look, there, full turn into the inverted grip. Again, another full turn into the handstand there. Drives the heels. There you go, locking out on that arm. The coach just hovering underneath. Look at that, showing great extension. They might pick up a little bit on the bent arm on the catch, but it's going to be close. Definitely is. I mean, she's not gone 15, but I think that was a better routine.
Well, I think it'll be a higher difficulty as well because she got the combination in the middle, which will have bonus.
Well, 15.033 is that golden score at the moment.
It's going to be close, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to call this one.
A little step on the dismount, and she's delighted.
Well, Charlize Jones took a bronze in the all-round competition. Is she going to be shoved down from second into third?
Oh, I think that'll be a given.
Nooit eerder heeft ze een wereldkampioenschap geturnd. Ze is op pas 16. We hebben ook nog maar 1 keer gezien op een wereldbeker.
Merculia Nemo
out of the blue,
would be the first medalist for Algeria. I think she's going to certainly win a medal, but can she be the world champion? This is a tentative weight for China and Algeria.
Uit China. We wachten op de score.
It's going to be very close. It's 15-1! Well, what about that? She's gone into the lead. China lead.
Wow!
Goodness me. Chi Chuan
Win a medal, that's for sure. At least
is in that gold medal position.
Of the People's Republic of China.
Kelia Nimor moves down into second, and at the moment, Charlize Jones hangs on in the bronze medal place.
You were right, Christine. It paid off putting that combination together.
And the more didn't put her first combination together, that will be the difference.
On to the 21-year-old from the Netherlands, Sanne Weerman, who was 5th at last year's World Championships on this piece.
Lovely hop into the reverse grip and the high Stolder front Jaeger somersault, front somersault. High Kachev, oh, that was fingertips, but she negotiated it well. Down to that low bar, strongly back up. Oh, full turning pack, that's a difficult combination in the middle there. Shap with the half turn. Full pirouette from the toe on into the full twisting double back. Well, it was full of energy, that routine, full of difficulty as well. Not quite so classy for me.
But everyone's going for it.
Everybody is going for it.
All out, and what a show they're putting on.
Well, it just goes to prove that if you want to get onto the podium, you want to get a medal, you can't hold back at all, can you? I mean, these gymnasts are putting it all out there, and hats off. We're getting treated to a delight of some sensational gymnastics.
University of Applied Sciences.
Those dots, yeah. Passing on her congratulations.
In 2023, and won a silver at the DTB Local World Cup and bronze at Baku World Cup earlier this year on this apparatus.
See the little hop there to change the hand. It actually is really quite difficult to do.
And straight away into the Jaeger somersault as well. I quite like that start. It just shows a little bit of originality. Because if you get the hand wrong, then it makes the skill that follows even more difficult. It was a well-constructed routine, but I think you're right, Christine, it probably won't challenge the top three.
Back up to the top bar, Maloney.
I like this, the full twisting pack.
Back down the pack salto with the full twist.
Yeah,
And if that goes wrong, you've lost your teeth, haven't you? I mean, it's one of those. It's a trip to the dentist.
14.2 and a difficulty of 6.3. And went slightly better in the all-around.
and the combination there of the pike catcher straight into the pack salto. We've seen a very popular combination for getting bonus.
And another gymnast that combines the full twist straight into the dismount. The full twist, full turn is one of the requirements on the bars.
And the smile says it all. Well done.
Should be very proud of a performance. Great World Championships.
Well, the 6th highest qualifier in this bars final. And as soon as her score is in, we'll get on with Simone Biles, who'll be the last to go.
Ze ziet er lekker ontspannen uit.
14.2. She's 5th. So wrapping up now this women's uneven bars final will be the 9th competitor in this final. For USA, Simone Biles,
En now on uneven bars.
with her 2nd final of the day.
Simone Biles.
Fresh from a silver medal on vault. What can she do here on bars?
Well, that lovely forward circle to start. Super energy, look, the full pirouette into the big catch. Oh my goodness, that was fingertips. Down to the low bar with great flight up to the high bar. She works with such speed as on every apparatus. Oh, a little leg separation into the dismount. But as always, so positive, so determined, she overcame the apparatus.
The whole crowd behind her, helping her through that routine.
Well,
So businesslike, wasn't it?
I was going to
Let's
say
get
this
up to
what
it.
stands out when things aren't just perfection. She has the ability to make an adjustment and pull it round. I mean, just that little leg split on the full turn, it's quite easy a skill to fall off on. But her routine's like twice the normal speed. She just flies through it. It's like she's in a rush to get back to the hotel or something.
So zippy the way she moves through. But that's how she defies gravity. She sort of almost forces, you know, gravitational pull.
Well, for me, I love the start, the Weiler kip, or forward hip circle there, straight into the handstand. And then she's so dynamic, just a bit of a leg split there at the front and the back. So you can see where the judges can take the deductions. And again, for a piece of apparatus that she's not renowned for, to get into the bars final with the 8th best gymnast in the world, just gives you some indication of the pedigree of an all-round gymnast that she is.
Absolutely incredible.
I don't think the top 3 will change now.
That's the thing, she wasn't making many bars finals before she took a break, and she's come back and now she's in the world final.
And the big smile almost before she's landed.
Well, I think she's enjoying this period of her gymnastics.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, she knows that this isn't her best piece, but you know what? She's made it a piece that works for her. It allows her to become the world champion.
Well, her teammate is in that 3rd place spot on 14.766 at the moment.
I think she's safe.
Of Simone Biles.
It's 5th for Simone Biles, 14.2.
Which means that we have a world
So there you have the new world champion on uneven bars. Gigi Wan of China. She was the Chinese bar champion. She's now the world champion.
Jones the bronze.
Kaylia Nemor takes silver, and Shilese Jones of the USA, she takes the bronze. But Kélia Némar, at 16 years old, becomes the first Algerian gymnast.
That was Joseph Martinez, 120 years later. A French-born Algerian takes a medal here. On
Absolutely superb.
And she is absolutely thrilled. I'm sure we're going to see more of her on this apparatus as well.
Charlize Jones, 14.766. She takes bronze.
En die eer is voor Kélia Némar.
Another bronze for Charlize Jones. But it's a medal, and she will be so pleased with that, Chris.
She will, and a fantastic bars final, actually. I can't really think when we've had such a good uneven bars final. Gymnasts all battling it out and doing their very best. And actually it came down to the winner being the one who hit their combinations the best.
There's confirmation that Qi Jihuan of China is the new women's uneven bars world champion. Kélia Némar of Algeria takes silver, and Charlize Jones of the USA takes the bronze. Simone Biles finishes in 5th. So we're going to have the men's rings final coming up for you very shortly.